everyone, it's Donna here, and I thought I would come on and turn the camera on while I'm working on my new journal that I just started. This is the base of the cover so far. It has a cereal box in between it and some pretty fabric on the outside and the inside, and this is going to be, once I get the signature sewed in, then I'm going to cover it with that yo-yo, a piece of that yo-yo quilt. So that's going to be the cover. It's going to have 3 signatures, and I thought I would make the middle signature one of those envelope flippy things that I've done before. This is not my idea. I actually saw it from Robin Dudley Howe's last year sometime. And she said she saw it from somebody else, so I'm not sure whose idea it was originally, but she did hers with a file folder. I am just doing mine with a piece of scrapbooking paper. I just took it, folded it in half, sewed it along the side, and the outside will be pockets. And the flippy thing is going to go on this side of the inside. And I just thought I'd bring you along while I probably just get to the constructing part of it, and maybe a little bit of the decorating. But I pulled out a bunch of envelopes that I wasn't sure what I was going to use. I know I had some junk mail altered envelopes that I wanted to use. So there's one there and one here. So those are going to go on the bottom. There's going to be 2 sides of flippies, and they interact with each other. So this one will be on the bottom, and then this is how I'm thinking. Then that one, then this one, then. And I'll show you how I'm putting this together in a minute. Then this one, and this one, and probably that one. So you're going to be able to see pieces, come down a little bit, you're going to be able to see pieces of all the different layers when it's all closed, and then it's held together with something, either seam binding, or I'm going to use seam binding or baker's twine or lace or whatever you want to use to put it together. So the 2 sides, the way it's constructed, and you need to make sure you've got them in kind of the way you want them before you glue it down. This is the bottom one. And then every one on top of it, you just fit the flap behind, and put the flap behind here. So you've got all 3 of your flaps. So I think I'm going to go ahead and commit to this, and then I'll make sure the other one interacts the way I want it to. One thing to consider is your tie. Make sure you have your top element, and this one is going to be on the right hand side. So the top element, the tie has to go across it in some way so that it stays closed. So I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. Just want to keep it down. It doesn't have, this whole thing is going to be tied down, so this is just to kind of keep it in place. There we go. You've got your left flippy now, and that's going to be adhered there. Actually, why don't I nope. There's one thing I need to do, and I always forget this, and that's to put the tie on underneath. But if you do forget, then there is a workaround. And when I have forgotten in the past, I just cut a little slit right here, run the ribbon through it, and then it wraps around the back and ties up. But I'm going to remember this time and go ahead and put my tie in. And I'm using just some seam binding. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tie this down. Now I can put glue on this whole thing. And this is going to be covered when everything is down. I'm going to put it up against the edge, make sure it still closes, and tie it down. Okay, so I've got my left Flippy, and now for my right Flippy. This envelope it was already sealed, so I just put a, this one has a fabric hinge on it, so that will go like that, this will go like that, then this one. Did I do something wrong? I thought this was going to be on top. Well, it doesn't matter, it's still going to go across. Alright, let me see. Am I missing something? Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. So that one, this one, whoops, this one I want probably towards the middle, no, down here, because I want everything to show. There's still something wrong here. Maybe let me see. Maybe I was going to do this one first. This one, that one, whoops, that one, this one, that one. Okay, well, now I have it. This one and that one. Okay, so I want to put it so that still shows, and I can see a little bit of that envelope. Maybe I'll pull this one down. Okay, so that looks good. I can see all of the layers. So now I have to keep these where I want them. That's where I want them. Now I'm going to glue them. Don't glue them to each other, I mean to this part, because that has to stay free. So I'm just going to put some here and there. I'll put a little bit in here. Okay, so now I've got my right Flippy. I'm going to adhere this to the backing. Put glue on the whole thing. And this goes over to the far right. Okay. Now I need some glue up under here. And all the way up here. see, make sure. Nope, I'm not quite straight. Well, maybe that fabric flip wasn't such a good idea. Well, we'll see. I just have to make sure it's adhered well. Okay, this needs to come over some. That's what the problem is. There. Okay. I have a little bit of a gap here, so I will have to address that when I do some more decorating, because that's bothering me. So I'm going to fix that when I decorate. Maybe put some lace there or something. Okay, now I've got this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, and this side. And it will tie like this. Okay. Now, I've got this whole thing, and I've cut a piece that I'm going to just put over that. This right side, I guess it's okay. So that's going to go cover that in the back. Oh. No, I want it for writing. There's some two-sided paper. Get on the edge. And that's going to go right in the middle. Make sure everything still closes. There we go. Alright, so that way, this way, that way, this way, that way, and that way. Alright. And then it ties up. Now I want to make this with all kinds of different interactive, where's my glue cover? All kinds of interactive things. So I have some other, I have these pieces that were cut off of the altered envelope, so I might use this as something somewhere. I've got this one also that I can seal one side and make it into a pocket. Matter of fact, I pulled out some of my little small envelopes. Maybe this could, that hasn't been covered yet, so I could put that there and it flips out. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. And it flips out. And I also have these little teeny tiny envelopes. Maybe I could put that on that, and that will flip out too. Oh, I like that too. Okay, I'm going to do that. I also have this little envelope that had extra buttons. I bought a bin of buttons, and there were a few of these in there. So where can I put this? I'm also thinking maybe these could go here. So you've got little pockets there. And if I adhere them on 3 sides, I also have a tuck spot behind. Okay, I'm going to do that. Oops. This is going to be very interactive. And this is going to be the entire middle signature because it's going to get really thick with all the bits and bobs in it, all the tags and little things tucked in everywhere. So this is the entire middle signature. Okay, got that. Let me go ahead and put this together. I love these little tiny envelopes. I got them, there's some others, little teeny tiny envelopes, and they're already kind of decorated. I got these at the Defy auction last month or the month before, can't remember. I had to have them. I was so glad I won them. Alright, so this is going to go on there. Okay, one thing I didn't consider, well, this envelope, when I decorated it, I sealed it shut, so this one can't be a side tuck, so I need to make this into a pocket. So I'm going to cut a tiny slit off the top of this to make this into a pocket. That's one thing to consider when you're decorating, whether you want. Now these are obviously, well, they could become side pockets. They're open at the top. I guess I'll leave those like that, with openings at the top. I've got those. I've got something to do here. Do I want extra buttons there? Maybe something flipping down? No, it's upside down. Okay. If I tuck that into there, it could flip up and you could have something down there. Or maybe I'll seal it and make the opening here. That would be a lot easier to get the thing out. I'm going to keep that there for now. So that way, this one is open on the side. So something's going to go in here. And over here I've got this and that. And that goes that way. This one I just made a top pocket, so something's going to need to go in there, and I need to decorate this. This is a piece I cut off of one of the envelopes. I could make that. Oh, put it down here and adhere it on this side. And I have a tuck spot there and a pocket here. Okay, I kind of like that idea. It's already done. I need to seal this side. Okay, that side's sealed. One thing I need to check. I hate it when the envelopes have something in them that tags get caught into. This one looks okay. I am just going to, before I'm going to ink these two sides that are going to be adhered. And then I'm going to put them down. I need a new dauber. This one, I've been using it, and I'm going to use it all the way till the end, I guess. Because all the little bits break off every time I use it. There they go. Alright, so there's my opening. I'm going to adhere it on two sides. This side and that side. Okay, so I have a tuck spot and a pocket, and I might put a little thumb hole, maybe not. And whatever I put in here will have probably a tab on it, and there's enough room for a tab. So, boy, that one's full. That way, and then this way. Now this one obviously opens this way, and this one I need to decide if I'm going to keep it this way. I think what I'm going to do is open this one at the top also, because that's hard to get something in and out. I'm going to open this one at the top also. And then I'm gonna go through and make sure I've got, okay, so that's a big pocket, top pocket. I'm going to need to, when I cover this, I need to make sure, well, I'll probably seal it the whole way because I don't need that wide of a pocket. Okay, so that way, this one, that one folds out three ways. There's a pocket there, pocket there. I'll probably put either a fabric pocket here or a tuck spot. I've got this that opens this way. I've got this one that opens at the top. Oh, I've got my buttons here. I'm going to go ahead and, it's going to be tricky. It's got to go inside of this pocket. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And I'm probably going to leave the front of this the way it is because I love the font on that, the extra buttons. Okay, am I in the middle-ish? Okay, so that flips up. And that opens up. This is a top pocket, and I've got two envelopes there. And I'll probably leave this open for journaling. Alright, so that way, this way, this way, this way, that way, and tie it. I'll probably cut some of that off, some extra. And then we've got a pocket here. I'm going to put something over here. Another pocket there. This one's going to be tight, I can tell, so it'll probably be a narrower tag in there. This one is not so much. This has all of that holding it kind of tight. So there you have it. And this is going to be the center signature. It's going to get a lot fatter because I have to put all the tags and tucks, things to tuck into the pockets and envelopes. So there you have it. There's the construction of the envelope flippy thing that's going to be in the center of the journal that I'm working on. So I hope you found some value in this. I hope you give it a try. It's a lot of fun figuring out the configuration and decorating it. So that's all I have for today. Bye for now.